Have you ever said yes when you really wanted to say no? This is sort of a big problem for a lot of people. And it can happen in reverse too. You can end up saying no when you really want to say yes. And usually, when we find ourselves in a situation like that, we're doing something based on an outside expectation or an imagined outside expectation. And that can really get our energy tied up. Stop points, I think of them as. So if you end up saying yes, maybe to your boss, is asking you to work late, but you really wanted to do something else after work, and you end up saying yes. Maybe you are worried about losing your job. Maybe you're worried about making a good impression. But you're doing that not based on what's best for you necessarily, because you haven't checked that out. You're doing it based on what you think the boss wants. And in any situation where you've said yes when you really mean no, you're likely to find a scenario like that where you were considering another person's needs more than your own. So at Psychic Horizons, we talk about a concept called seniority. Now, seniority is your ability to act with authority in your space. It's really what makes all self-healing, all energy work effective, is you're the first person, you're the first energy in that body. Therefore, you have seniority. Any energy that gets in there is there, as they used to say, at your pleasure. Although, of course, as we know, it's not necessarily pleasureful. How does seniority work then? So if you realize that you are carrying someone else's expectations, you've thought about the times you said yes when you really mean no, or other situations like that, and you realize maybe most of them center around work, or most of them center around doing what a group of friends wants to do instead of what you want to do. You'll begin to piece together a sense of where those outside expectations come from. And then what you want to do is start to release those outside expectations. And you can do that if you've seen the other rescue remedy videos. We talk about grounding. We talk about releasing energy. You can do that in any way that you know how to release energy from your space. But it helps if you remind yourself before you start doing that, if you remind yourself that you are senior in your space, you act with authority in your space. This is what we talk about a lot at Psychic Horizons, learning how to actually manifest that seniority. Once again, I'm Reverend Bruce. I teach at Psychic Horizons, an online school for meditation and intuitive awareness.